On my trip to Alberta last summer, Cindy steered me to this really wonderful shop called Wine and Beyond. And from what I understand, Wine and Beyond is a chain of liquor stores in Alberta. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you know better. And I found some dusty bottles there, such as this one. You all know I'm a big fan of Glen Garioch, right? You know I love Glen Garioch. If you've been watching my channel, if this is the first time here, first time you've been here, I'll tell you that I love Glen Garioch. And this one here is a 1995. It's distilled in 1995 and bottled in 2012. So for 17 years, and this is batch number 10, for 17 years, this was in a cask. And this is the probably the oldest Glen Garioch I've ever had. The small batch release was selected from the very last production of Glen Garioch prior to distillery shutdown in October of 1995. It has been patiently maturing in first fill bourbon barrels for over 16 years. So this is a pre-shutdown Glen Garioch. From what I understand, Glen Garioch was peated before. So this is excitement. And this was bottled in 2012. So this was there for 10 years. Or this had been bottled 10 years before I bought it. If that's not a dusty bottle, I don't know what is. I'm excited about this. What else does it say on the back here? It says, the location chosen by John and Alexander Manson for their new malt whiskey distillery in 1797 was an obvious one. Old Meldrum in the celebrated valley of the Garioch, pronounced Geary, in the ancient Doric dialect of the Aberdeenshire, is evocative of the Scottish Highlands, culturally distinct, influenced by tradition and over 200 years of history. This is particularly rich, full, and robust expression of Glen Garioch. It perfectly encapsulates the final burst of rich and lightly peated malt produced at the distillery before it lay silent for 2 years. Okay, the color, taste, and finish. I will tell you what I think of it rather than what they say. So this is a historic bottle in that it was available. It was, you never see this kind of thing in BC. A pre-shutdown Glen Garioch? Wow. Now what did this little pooch cost me? Let's see now. Glen Garioch 1995 single malt Scotch whiskey, $129.99. So 130. So 130, that would be 65, $6.50 on top of 130. $136.49 because they only charge you GST in Alberta. They don't charge provincial tax and they don't charge any other tax. They just, yeah, $136. Well, it is over 16 years old, so yeah, that's a fair price, I would say. Here in BC, they charge you over 150. Get this open. All right. Bottled in 2012. Oh, loose enough cork on that. So Yeah, and it's probably bottled at 48% or more. See what it says on here. 55.3. Whoo! Oh, wow. This is going to be quite the whiskey. Oh. On the nose, this does not appear to resemble any Glen Garioch that I have had previously. But wait, it's maltiness. It's malty. I'm getting a little bit of smoke. I'm getting, with the smoke, I'll just let this open up a little bit. Let it open up a little bit. It is 16 years old or more after all. Yeah, we got legs coming down. We got legs, and then it goes towards sheeting action, and zoom, it's gone. Malty. Something like chocolate. Is that just a hint of citrus fruit? Oh, chocolate and malt, caramel, toffee. If there is smoke, it's pretty light. I'm not picking it. I'm picking up a tiny little bit of smoke on the nose, but it's okay. Maybe it's a little more smoke than you'd get from a Bunnahabhain 12. But not much more on the nose. Cocoa powder. Cleanse that palate. I may never get to see a bottle like this again. I am really enjoying this nose. And yeah, it's a bit smoky, but the smoke is balanced with some toffee. Maybe there's a bit of citrus involved here. It would be lemony citrus. Let's see if I like this like I like other Glen Garioch. Oh, wait a minute. This is waking up. Oh. Oh. There is complexity happening here. This is not disappointing me at all. There's a lemony citrus. And a chocolate note. And some complexity happening here. Lemony and chocolate and very light peat. But there's more lurking here. Cocoa powder. I'm getting it on the nose. A little bit of lemony citrus, toffee, cocoa powder. It's malty as well. Oh, I am enjoying this. I'm going to give it just a little bit of water and see what that does to it. Because it is, after all, 53 point whatever percent alcohol by volume. And maybe the water will help to open it up just a little bit. Give it a little more flavor. Break those bonds between the alcohol molecules and the flavor, the congeners and the esters and those things that you smell and taste. But I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, that sure does wake it up. That brings out the smoke. It was kind of closed. And maybe with time it will open up a little bit. I'm still getting maltiness and toffee. A little bit of lemony citrus. Oh, what's that? This is changing as I'm going. It's giving me different nosing notes. A lot of toffee. More toffee than I've ever had in a Glen Garioch before. Oh. There's the peat smoke and the maltiness and the toffee and other things as well. Now I get the peat smoke. With the addition of water, yeah, there's peat here, but it's light peat. It's not heavy. Oh. Now it's going up my nose from inside. Oh. This is nice, and I think it's going to only get better with time. Oh. What a rare opportunity to enjoy this whiskey. Slanchava.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.